Hi everyone, special for the day. September 4 is the 247th day of the Gregorian calendar. On this day, the first flight of the US first airship occurred. Salvador Allende became the president of Chile, and The Price is Right premiered on CBS. Famous birthdays include Beyonce, Damon Wayans, and Max Greenfield. September 4 also marks College Colors Day, National Lazy Moms Day, and National Wildlife Day. Let us come back to our headlines. Nagaland government to seek relief for industrial units hit by lockdown. State COVID tally 4066. DC Noklak directs PHED to improve water supply quality. Fire breaks out at Chimokuduma Sawmill. Security forces seized illegal consignment worth approx 1.77 crore in the Mapur Fujiro Committee on COVID-19 dissolved. Nagaland government to seek relief for industrial units hit by lockdown. Following the nationwide lockdown since March this year, more than 1,800 industrial units in Nagaland have been severely affected. The State Civil Secretariat here on Thursday, Industries and Commerce Commissioner and Secretary Crore said all the 1,800 units registered with the department that were running successfully even in rural areas were badly affected by the lockdown. He said the department had found out during an industrial survey conducted in May and June that most units were facing problems due to lack of money, laborers and supplies, due to restriction on vehicular movements besides lack of orders. Following the survey, Kevichusa said the department was helping in preparation of a proposed economic roadmap and had made necessary recommendation in this regard before submitting them to the Union Commerce and Industry Minister. He said some of the suggestions included providing relief to the industrial unit in the form of cash infusion, waiving GST for some period, power tariff exemption for few months, etc. Adding that if the center approves the proposal, the units would be benefited in some way or the other. He exuded confidence that the ministry would understand the issues faced by the industrial units and approve the proposal. State COVID tally 4066. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally rose to 4066 cases Thursday after 49 fresh cases were reported from across the state. According to Health Minister S. Pangifom, out of 708 samples that were tested, 24 cases each were detected in Dimapur and Kohima, and 1 case in Mon. As on September 3, the state has 732 active cases, 3,314 recovered, 10 deaths and 10 migrated. As per the severity of symptoms, 726 cases are asymptomatic and 6 mild cases. Further, out of the 4,066 positive cases, the distribution across various categories of people include 1,726 cases from the armed forces, 1,278 returnees, 297 frontline workers, and 765 trace contacts. DC Noklak directs PHED to improve water supply quality. Deputy Commissioner Noklak, Rennie Wilfred, paid a visit PHED water supply sources of Noklak town on September 2 in response to various concerns raised from all walks of life regarding poor quality of water supply in Noklak town. According to DIPR report, after inspection of the spot and surrounding areas, DC and his team found that the water source was being contaminated by dung and urine droppings of mithuns and wild animals which visit the same source to drink water. The water source which are directly connected to the streams are supplying to the citizens of Noklak town without any proper water purification system and filtration tanks. According to PHE department, the water source is located at the distance of more than 3 kilometers away from the Noklak town, while there was another water source located approximately 12 kilometers away from the town, prone to damages every now and then, particularly during monsoon seasons. Therefore, the urgent need of having fencing facilities in the sources and a filtration tank was required at the earliest. DC urged the PHED to initiate necessary steps to improve the water source and install necessary filtration mechanisms under available provisions. DC was accompanied by officers, DBs, PHED representatives from Students' Union and Village Council members. Fire breaks out at Chimokuduma Sawmill. Fire and Emergency Services Dimapur fire team on Thursday wee hours managed to douse off a major fire at Chimokuduma Sawmill, 7 Mile Chimokuduma, Dimapur. A press release by Fire and Emergency Services Dimapur stated that on receiving fire call at around 4:49 am, a quick response team from Fire Station Chimokuduma, Fire Station Dimapur Central and Fire Station Dimapur West was mobilized to control the fire. Fire and Emergency Services said 6 fire tenders along with sufficient equipments and fire personnel were pressed into action for 5 hours. The release informed that the property worth rupees 40 lakh approximate was lost in the inferno. However, Fire and Emergency Services said due to timely response from the fire team, the fire was prevented from spreading. Fire and Emergency Services said the cause of the fire was yet to be ascertained at the time of filing report. Security forces seized illegal consignment worth approx 1.77 crore in Dimapur. As part of the ongoing crackdown by security forces to prevent illegal activities, security forces seized areca nut in General Area Oriental Colony, Dimapur on September 2, 2020. Based on specific information about consignment of areca nuts, security forces along with police representative launched an operation in General Area Oriental Colony and apprehended Mr. J. Narayan, age 40 years, Matiyal Village, Vaishali District, Bihar. 60,960 kg of areca nuts amounting to approx rupees 1.77 crore was seized. The apprehended individual and seized areca nuts was handed over to Superintendent of Anti-Smuggling Customs Preventing Division, Dimapur. Fujiro Committee on COVID-19 dissolved. The Fujiro Town Public Core Committee on COVID-19 was dissolved on September 2, and so there will be no resolution or order on COVID-19 at Fujiro Town other than government standard of operation. This was stated in a circular issued by the committee's convener Meselu Khalo and the secretary Vetsurai Tetsu. It stated that as the process of Unlock 4 had already been ordered by the government, it feels there is no need for the role of the committee, but leave the responsibility to every individual to stop the menace. The committee was formed on May 26 by the people of Fujiro subdivision to oversee the work on the management of COVID-19. The committee members, through the circular, have expressed gratitude to the people for their material, financial, moral and prayer support. With Unlock 4, there may be less restriction, but it does not mean we have to lower our guard, but rather continue to stay alert and be victorious in this crusade against the invisible enemy, it added. That's all for now. To get us latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.